Hi everyone, and welcome to Pawsitively Science, an educational science series by the Dog Aging Institute. In our previous episode, Genotype versus Phenotype, we discussed the difference between genotype, the instructions written in your DNA, and phenotype, how your body shows those genes. For example, what you look like, sound like, how you behave, and even risks for certain diseases or conditions. But what is the genome? What's DNA? Your genome is the complete set of DNA instructions in your cells. It's found in all living things. Dogs have genomes too, and scientists use them to learn how dogs age and why some breeds are more likely to get certain diseases. Think of your dog's genome like a massive instruction manual written in a special code. This code tells your dog's body how to grow, what color its fur should be, and even what parts of its personality. These instructions are written using something called DNA, which stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is made of building blocks called nucleotides, which are made up of sugar, deoxyribose, a phosphate group, and one of the 4 nitrogen bases. These building blocks combine to form a double helix, which looks much like a twisted ladder. The sugar and the phosphate group form the backbone or sides of the ladder, and the bases form pairs that make up the rungs of the ladder. The 4 nitrogenous bases are adenine, A, thymine, T, guanine, G, and cytosine, C. They are very particular about their pairing. Adenine always pairs with thymine, and guanine always pairs with cytosine. So in a lot of the drawings of DNA, you'll see A paired with T and G paired with C. The order of these bases determines what biological instructions are contained in a strand of DNA. For example, the sequence ATCGTT might instruct for blue eyes, while ATCGCT might instruct for brown. Your dog has about 2.4 billion bases in their genome, and they all work together like a giant puzzle. So what can change the code? First, we're going to talk about mutation. A mutation is a change in DNA. Mutations happen naturally when cells copy their DNA. Most mutations don't cause problems, but some can change how a gene works. Buddy might have a mutation that affects how his body repairs DNA. Max might have a mutation that changes his coat color. These small differences help explain why dogs look and act so different, even within the same breed. Next, let's talk about jumping genes. You may have heard about them in one of our recent podcast episodes. Be sure to check out our podcast, Longevity for Dogs. So not all DNA stays still. Some pieces, called transposable elements or jumping genes, can move around. They dance about the genome. When they jump, they can switch nearby genes on or off, cause mutations, or change how cells behave. Jumping genes are found in dogs, humans, and many other species. Mapping these mobile DNA pieces helps scientists understand how genomes change over time. There are a number of other things that could change the code in your dog's DNA, but we can't get into all of them right now. So let's talk about some results. Scientists at the Dog Aging Project took genetic samples from dogs and read their genomes to figure out what breeds they were. Then they compared these genetic results with what the dog's owners thought their dogs were. 80% of dog owners were right about their dog's breed. For purebred dogs, owners were correct about 86% of the time. For mixed breed dogs, both owner-reported breeds were present 46% of the time, and in another 40%, at least one of the owner-reported breeds was present. So about 86% of the time, the owner-reported breed, at least one of the owner-reported breeds, was present in the dog's DNA. But here's where it gets extra interesting. Sometimes the genetic results showed that a dog was actually a mix of closely related breeds. Maybe a dog the owner thought was 100% German Shepherd was actually part German Shepherd and part Belgian Malinois, which are very similar. The owners weren't wrong, they just didn't know about the hidden mix in their dog's family tree. Now let's talk about why this is so important. Imagine you think your dog is a purebred golden retriever. You get the dog's genome tested and the results show your dog is 70% Labrador and 30% something else. Maybe some golden retriever, which is a very similar breed. Or it could be another breed mixed in generations ago. Your dog looks like a pure lab, but genetically it's a mix. This matters because different breeds have different health risks. Research has shown that mixed breed dogs live about 1.2 years longer than similar purebred dogs. And golden retrievers have a higher rate of certain cancers, like hemangiosarcomas, than many other breeds. The Golden Retriever Lifetime Study found that 60% of their more than 3,000 enrolled Golden Retrievers were impacted by cancer. By reading your dog's genome, your vet can have a better idea of what conditions your dog might be at risk for, can monitor for them, and with early detection may be able to provide your dog with a longer, happier life. Time for our key takeaways. A dog's genome is the complete set of DNA instructions found in all their cells. DNA forms a double helix made of nucleotides with 4 nitrogenous bases: adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. Mutations in jumping genes create genetic variation. Genetic testing can help veterinarians predict health problems, enabling better care throughout the dog's life. Your dog's genome is like a time capsule of their entire family history written in code. Every dog carries the story of where its ancestors came from and what traits it inherited. And thanks to science, we can finally read that story. Pretty awesome, right? That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. To learn more about our work, visit us at dogaginginstitute.org. If you'd like to dive deeper into the science, please check out our podcast, Longevity for Dogs, where we sit down with researchers and veterinarians to talk about canine health and aging science. The podcast can be found on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to support more science-based content.